doing an everyday makeup routine. One person asked for this makeup tutorial and you shall receive it. Like, I don't even know if he was joking or not, but you know what? Here you go. Here you go. Why is there a bunch of noise right now? So, to give like a bit of like context of my makeup style, it's very it's like a light beat kind of makeup style. And I love mixing like East Asian eye makeup with like a Western base. I'm gonna just put up some pictures of like my everyday makeup, how I look like on a daily basis, and if you want to look like that, continue watching this video. Right. First, I put on these little clips. I'm gonna show you guys the clips right here. So this is the first clip that I have. Oh, I don't know why it's doing that, but here it is. Here she is. Hopefully you guys can see. It's like a little star. Wait, I have a mirror right here. What am I doing? And then the next one looks like this. It's super cute. I really like, okay, so I just got this new camera. I don't know how to really work it. For some reason, like, I don't think it's focusing that much on what it should be focusing on. You can't see it, huh? I'm pretty sure you can't see it, but whatever. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you can't see it, but you like literally like, yeah. But anyways, yeah, so I made these two clips at a crafting thing at my college. It was really fun. And this is not really clipping back any hair, but you know, it's cute. That's really the main thing. And now that my hair is all clipped back, usually I would do my skincare routine, but I already did it. I already did my skincare routine before this video, so yeah. First up is concealer. So I use a mix of two different concealers. My concealer and this Milani concealer. And so we're like, there is like a bit of a story behind it. I used to use a different kind of concealer before, but then like I decided to try the Almay one specifically because it has hyaluronic acid in it apparently, and that's really good for your skin. And I heard really good things about this one, this Milani one, and I have never tried, like I've tried foundation once and I did not know that it was that watery, and I don't really like the consistency. I really like a thin, thick base, you feel me? But yeah, so I initially bought like 2 shades of this one, the Milani one, but the undertone was green, and my undertone is not green. I think I have a warmer undertone, so like it just looked like I was wearing makeup. Like it was a lot more obvious, and I like my makeup to look as close to my skin color as possible, so like it doesn't, like it's not my skin, but like it could pass as my skin, like, you know. And yeah, so when I realized that it was green, I was like a little bit greener than like my usual undertone. I was like, okay, no. So I tried this combo and it works really well. So if you have a similar undertone to mine, then I would suggest using these two together, and I'll show you guys how I use it together, like how I do it. So yeah, I have 2 different routines, okay? Like it depends on whether I want my base to be like, whether I want my base to be on the lighter side, then I would mix them on the back of my hand first. But today this is what I do if I'm like going out and whatever. So then I go like this, and I like, this is okay, I'm just gonna do it, and then I like do this. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. Then I do this, period. Then I do the same thing on the other side. Oh my gosh. And then I like to highlight my nose areas just because I think it makes it look cute. And I also cover up whatever I need to cover up with the lighter mascara specifically. So yeah, I let it sit for like 30 seconds. And the reason why I do this is because when it sits, it gets like a little tackier, and then
I'm scared, guys. I'm really scared. Like, yo, like I just told my mom yesterday that I have eczema. Like, bruh, mommy, if you're seeing this, hey, you wanna watch this makeup tutorial?
okay, I think that's good enough. I'm frapping because my parents don't know I have a YouTube channel. I'm supposed to be somewhere, and if they walk in with me filming myself, oh word, oh no, babe. So the reason why I let it sit for a little bit is because when it gets like drier and tackier, it stays in place longer, and like it just lasts longer is what I'm pretty sure. But I've just done it, and it works really well. Like I think it looks really pretty on me, or like in general, so I leave it like that. But the only thing about this step is like it's a lot harder to blend, especially if it gets drier quicker, like, or like it's a lot harder to blend when it's dry because like it's dry, so like you have to really like pat and like, you know. And there are some times where like I've done it before and it like the inner corner of my eye is unblended, as like super unblended, because I let it sit. But like, do you see, like, it's just cute when it's I let it sit. Like it kind of gives my face a little bit of a lift. Like it just eats. Like that's literally the reason. It just eats. I like, see, since I talked for longer, like it's like so much harder to blend in versus if I didn't let it sit, it would have just like blended a lot easier. And so it's really up to you what you want to do. I personally like letting it sit, even though it is harder to blend, because it's just like prettier. Like I don't know, like I like the product stays for longer, and like the brush itself picks up less product because it's not as wet. And yeah, so I just like it like that. And I do the forehead that I just, but like generally I don't even be putting any product on my forehead at all. But there was this one time where I didn't put any like concealer on my forehead, and you could tell that my face, like my cheeks and whatever, like this half of my face and this half of my face was two different colors. And I was like, oh yeah, you'll never catch me lacking like that again. And then I go in with the darker shade like this, like all my face on my face. But because like, being genuine, this shade is actually a lot darker than my actual skin tone, so I mixed the two on my face like this, and I let it sit. Oh, and I should have put a disclaimer earlier, but I'm not really like, I do my makeup, but I don't think that I'm like the most informed person you could ask. There's a lot of other tutorials on the internet. And then I put some like right here. Oh damn. So this is like literally mustache goatee combo. Mustache goatee combo. Like, and it mixes on its own, and then like the combination of the mixtures together, like that is my skin tone. Darker blush and the lighter blush is my skin tone together. I mean, not blush, concealer. I wouldn't say that it's that different from my actual skin tone from before in the beginning of this video. Like, it blends in pretty seamlessly on my face, and I really like it. Okay, so now that we're here, the next step that I do is I use a beauty blender or like a sponge, and I go over my whole face and I blend it with the sponge. And this is just so that any like brush marks from like the hairs of the brush, like any marks on my face that show that I used a brush, just go away. Cause like I like that whole like airbrush look, airbrush effect. I think it's really pretty. And like I found that it helps a lot with the like when I do my under eyes and there's still parts that are unblended because it was a little bit more dry when I blended it together. I find that it like going over with the second coat with the sponge makes it a lot easier for me to like make sure that I don't have any unblended marks on my face. Like I always like make sure that everything is pretty much set before I put on the powder. And I used to have setting spray, so if you have setting spray, like spray it on right now. This is actually a really good step. Like if you have setting spray, spray that shit on. Spray that shit on and then put on your powder, because it, again, like it melts all of the product together and makes your makeup look a lot more seamless. Elf Perfect Finish powder. The way that I found this was through my cousin who did my makeup for prom. Shout out to Leah. She used it on my face for prom, and she told me that like it was like a viral product because it's like pore blurring and like it's kind of like a real life filter, and I could attest to that. Like that's true. So this is one of my favorite setting powders, and I usually make sure that I set like my eyes for real. Like I put hella powder like this, and then I set my eyes like that, because my eyes, like that's where the most movement is. I used to have a problem with like my concealer moving a lot, and it like looked like there was no product on my under eyes when I put a lot of concealer on there. But after I started like letting it dry, and after I started using this powder, it worked. Like it doesn't move at all. And hallelujah, hallelujah, because bro, it literally looked so stupid, because it was like my eye bags were pretty bad, and I used hella concealer and none of that shit worked for real. And I was like, oh, okay, so you want to sit up here and scam me. And oh, another thing, okay, so I used to use primer, and I still have the primer. Let me show you guys what it is. This is the primer that I used to use, and I don't use it now only because I don't know whether these concealers are silicone based or water based. And this is a makeup tip that I got from TikTok, but if you have a water based primer, you should use water based concealers, foundations on your skin, because if you use like silicone based concealer on water based primer, it looks really flaky. And so that's also another reason why your eye bags, or like why the concealer could just be moving a lot, because it, silicone and water don't mix. And that's, yeah, I don't know whether or not these are silicone or water based, but you could just pretty much tell if you like look through the ingredients if they say silicone or water, obviously. But yeah, that's just another tip that I have. Anyways, we're gonna move on to the blush, and my camera's about to die, so I hope it doesn't before I'm done with this. I use the, oh my god, I use this Milani blush. I really love Milani, if you can't tell, but I use the Milani blush, and so I just put a lot because I really like blush. And then if you have a round face like me, this is another tip that I like found out, is that you shouldn't be like going like this, where you put your concealer out onto your cheekbones and up here. It should just like be in the center, because it makes your face look a lot wider than it actually is, and it just doesn't suit my face shape when I do that. So I just like keep it on the apples of my cheeks and under my eyes, so like I blend downwards instead of blending up. And another thing that I found out is like you can like tap it in like this very gently for your blush to last longer. And then I do it on the bottom of my nose because I really like it. I've been doing this since I started makeup, and it's just so cute. Like, hello? So my base is done, and this is how my makeup looks after I'm done with my base. And I would say that I don't have like the best base routine, that it doesn't come off da 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 da, but like it's a pretty good smooth base to work with. The beat is eating, right. And Next, we're gonna do my eyes. Or I do mascara first. And I don't usually use falsies. And yeah. So I go like this. I pump, then I curl, then 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 I pump, then I curl. And then it looks like this. It's an obvious difference. My eye that I just curled versus my eye that I didn't. Okay, yeah, so I think there's an obvious difference. Then, so the mascara that I use is this D-Up Perfect Extension Mascara for Curl. And I got this at a Don Quixote because it's like, if you guys don't know what Don Quixote is, it's an Asian store, mainly Japanese products. And I really like this mascara. My eyelashes are already pretty long, but what I do is I only, okay, wait, you can't see, but like I only do the tips. I don't fully curl like from the bottom up. I just do the tips. And it works really well. It makes your eyelashes look a lot longer. So like I don't even touch like the actual root. I just do the tips. You could, damn, you can't see me. You could like go like this, putting in like moving the wand in different directions so it separates your eyelashes in the direction that it goes. So like I would go like, I would do on the sideways like this. I would go on the side, and then I would go straight up in the middle. And I really like to focus it on the ends the most, and it spreads out my lashes pretty well. Another thing that I would say is to play to your strengths. Like if you have a round face, do blush for round faces. If you have bigger eyes, emphasize your eyes, because that's what I do. And like it'll just make the makeup look a lot more natural because you're playing to your own strengths instead of trying to look like somebody else, right? And then I do the other eye. My next step is highlighter. I got this highlighter stick for my birthday. I'm pretty sure it's from ColourPop, but like the actual label faded off. And then so what I do is I go in the inner corner. Wait, I'm gonna do the other side because I think this side has more of a sharper point. Then I go like that, like just like very basic inner corner makeup. Like so. Then I do my egg yolk side, and if you guys don't know what, it's just like the under eye part. And then so I literally squint like this, and then I do mainly like the ends because I like to make it more brighter in the ends. Then I kind of blend it out a little bit like that, and then I do the same thing for the other eye. My egg yolk side makeup, or like the bottom, yeah, my egg yolk side makeup used to be a lot more like extreme, but I changed it because I didn't really like the look. So then the next thing that I do is I go in with this Urban Decay like brown eyeshadow. Because I have brown eyes, I like to do a little bit of brown on my eyelid because it just like accentuates my eye color. And I already have done that so many times on this specific brush that there's like a lot left over on the brush, so I literally just sweep back and forth. I do the same thing for my other eye. For my last step for my eyes is I use eye glitter, and then I dab some on the back of my hand because like the applicator is too big and the glitter just like it looks like I'm crying glitter, which sounds cool, but I don't like. So I like take my finger, then I just like dip a little tiny bit. You can't see it, it's not focusing. Then I put on my egg yolk side and I blend it out. This is actually a lot more than I wanted, but you know, I can't do anything about it now. Then I do it on my eyes as well. And then I do the other eye. And then I do this. My eyes are finished. And my last final step is the lips. So I use this ColourPop, oh shit. I use this ColourPop lipstick in the shade 27. I also got this for my birthday. And I dab like such a tiny bit on my lips. And then I use my favorite lip gloss ever. So that's my tutorial. I hope you guys enjoy today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. My camera's about to die. Bye, pretty people.